Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. It is Twilight Friday. We have 10 races to look at. Boy, it's exciting here. Let's go to my buddy Pete Aiello with those track and weather conditions.
Friday's program begins with 10 races on the card. We did have some overnight rain, so we're off the turf again today, but we have a fast main track and the sun was out throughout the afternoon. First of the day off the turf on the main track at 5 furlongs. Claimers in for $16,000. Scratch the 1 Texas Rustler, the 6 My Point Exactly, the 8 Barabbas Key, and the 11 Trev. Off-time favorites included number 3 Sherpa, number 7 Lost for Words.
Racing at Gulfstream. From the center, Birdie's Bowboys begins the best. Up on the outside, Lost for Words has some speed. Sherpa's at the rail and trying to go with the top 2, and will do just that. Sherpa now has the neck behind the leader, Lost for Words. Birdie's Bowboys settles in 3rd from the outside, and now 4th is Stoneheart. Then back at the inside goes Warrior AP. Pioneer Pete is on his outside, and Diamond Mint is last of all with less than 3/8 of a mile to go. Up front, the leader, Lost for Words, 3 parts of a length. Stoneheart moves to be 2nd. Sherpa's back for more 3rd on the inside. Birdie's Bowboys in the yellow colors is 4th and 3 lengths off the lead. Then back to the outside, Warrior AP, far outside, and Pioneer Pete, and they're at the top of the stretch. Lost for Words, wheels off the turn, 2 on top. From the outside, Stoneheart trying to work into the clear is Sherpa. Back to 4th, and Birdie's Bowboys, final 1/8 of a mile. Lost for Words still has the lead and still leads by 2.5. Sherpa's back into 2nd, battling with an outside running Stoneheart. Lost for Words all the way. Sherpa got 2nd. 3rd was Stoneheart, then Pioneer Pete, and Birdie's Bowboys.
Number 7, Lost for Words, looked like the horse to beat on the turf. He was the horse to beat on the main track as well, as he was the speed of the speed and went every step of the way under Abby Medina for Henry Colazzo and Sarah Zimmerman. 2nd, number 3, Sherpa. 3rd was 9, Stoneheart. To the 2nd race in the start of the early pick 4, a mile and a 16th over the main track. Claimers in for $6,250. Field of 8, off-time favorite, number 1, Brown's Gap.
And they're off. From the rail, Brown's Gap begins well. There goes Taken to Church up the challenge, and up on the outside, Spin Cycle won't be far away. He'll land 3rd in the charge to the first turn. Then back to the inside, Moonlight Bandit on the outside, and Captain Kidd ahead of Cheech Thunder, who's allowed to settle 3rd last. El Ciclone is 2nd last. To Your Health is last of all, as Taken to Church kicks away. Taken to Church rounds the first turn on top by 4 lengths over Spin Cycle in 2nd, and Brown's Gap is 3rd. They are flying up front. They went 22 and 4 for the opening quarter speed. As they head into the backstretch, Taken to Church taking no prisoners. He's now trying to back down the speed. He leads a length. Spin Cycle 2nd, Brown's Gap 3rd. These 3, I'm not exaggerating, have about 10 on Captain Kit and Moonlight Bandit, then El Ciclone, a length and a half in front of Cheech Thunder, and then it's 7 or 8 more to Your Health. He's got to be better than 30 lengths off the leader through a 46 and 1 opening half mile. Inside half a mile away, they run to the first finish line, and Taken to Church did too much too soon as Spin Cycle goes on the attack. Up on the outside in Brown's Gap, back to 4th. El Ciclone's running home. Cheech Thunder in stride and running well from 5th. He's under a full head of steam for Barrios. Here's Cheech Thunder. He was 5th. He's now 3rd, now 2nd, and moving at the leader, which is now Brown's Gap with less than 5/16 to go. Brown's Gap, as the public pick, has a kick and moves away. Cheech Thunder is still 2nd. Back to the inside. El Ciclone going to try to catch Spin Cycle, then Moonlight Bandit in the wrap, the top of the stretch. Cheech Thunder continues to charge hard on the outside, and Cheech Thunder has now overhauled Brown's Gap for the top. Then Spin Cycle, El Ciclone, and To Your Health for a mile back, but Cheech Thunder takes advantage of a fast pace, and he'll win it easy. Cheech Thunder in front. Brown's Gap was 2nd, El Ciclone up for 3rd, then To Your Health 4th, and 1:45 left.
Number 2, Cheech Thunder, was very good last time out, and he took advantage of an entirely too fast-paced scenario today, getting 2 in a row under jockey Hector Barrios for owner-trainer Angel Quiroz. Cheech Thunder, a fun horse to watch. He rolled from the back and got up to win it. Number 1, Brown's Gap, 2nd, ahead of the 7, El Ciclone at 45-1. He ran 3rd. Time for a commercial break. Still a lot of action left. Don't go away.
Welcome to my playground. To my
Back now for the third race of the day at 1 mile over the main track. Claimer is in for a price tag of $12,500. A field of 8 signed on. Heavily favored, number 6, Rainfall.
And they're off. Awkward getaway for appealing Lollybella, 4 lengths last. The favorite was away well. Rainfall, one of the first to begin. Lucille Bull has speed, and Luz Estrella being sent hard to try to get the early lead. Down at the inside, Beautiful Wife. They're 4 across the course here, with She Nailed It backing off the race in 5th. Then it's Sweet Magic ahead of Sarah's Day, and after a slow getaway, the trailer is appealing Lollybella. They've completed in a quarter of a mile here through the opening quarter in 23 and 3. The leader is Luz Estrella by a head. Rainfall keeps the pressure on second, working ahead of Beautiful Wife and Lucille Bull third and fourth. Back to fifth as She Nailed It. Then Sweet Magic ahead of a 3-wide running Sarah's Day. The trailer remains appealing Lollybella. They go to the half-mile point. Luz Estrella gets no breather as the favorite Rainfall is alongside past the half-mile through the opening half-mile in a strong 46 and 3. And there goes Miguel Vasquez on Sarah's Day. Let go 3 wide and moving right now. Sarah's Day is up within a neck of the top 2 with 3/8 of a mile remaining. Jaramillo gives the green light to Rainfall to try to kick for more. She still has the lead. Sarah's Day on the outside within a neck second. Luz Estrella back to third. Sweet Magic is now fourth with a quarter of a mile left to go. Toward the inside, it's Rainfall. To the outside, it's Sarah's Day. After 3 quarters in 1:12 and 1, they're at the top of the stretch. Rainfall cuts the corner and now leads a length and a quarter. Sarah's Day not going down without a fight. She's still right there. Gap of 4 to Sweet Magic in third. Final 1/8 of a mile. Rainfall toward the inside. Sarah's Day back for more. Sarah's Day takes on Rainfall again, and this time she overhauls Rainfall. Sarah's Day on the board at 7-1 will win it by a length in the end. Rainfall second. Sweet Magic third. She Nailed It. Finish fourth.
Tough beat if you back the favorite Rainfall. She put away the first challenge from Sarah's Day and looked off the top of the turn like she was going to hold sway. But in the end, Sarah's Day measured her again, and this time she took dead aim and got up for the victory under Miguel Vasquez for Jerry Pacino and New Life Stable and Neasley Fawn River Farm. Second 6, Rainfall ahead of the 2, Sweet Magic, who ran third. To the fourth race now, 1 mile the journey. Claimers in for $12,500. Scratch the 4, Little Shackelford. Favorite was the 6, Downrange.
And they're off. From the center, Coal Miner's Son gets the first call. Moving out the rail, Oxbro won't be far away. Here comes the favorite Downrange on the offensive early. And Downrange goes at it with a keyed up Oxbro. Oxbro leads the field out of the chute a length and a quarter. Second Downrange, third outside America's Samar. Now improving inside is Seba's Ranger. Racing ahead of Coal Miner's Son, who settles in 5th. Then back at the inside goes Admiral Jimmy, and the trailer is Aristeles. 23 and 3 for the opening quarter speed. There's less than 5 furlongs to run in the race. The leader now is Oxbro by a length. Downrange is second. Seba's Ranger is third. America's Smart is fourth. Back to fifth is Coal Miner's Son, then Admiral Jimmy, and Aristeles. They go to the half-mile point, and they're leaving Oxbro alone up front. He's going fairly fast, but he's in front by 2 through a 46 and 2 opening half-mile. Downrange now begins to get after the leader second. 3 back to a ridden Seba's Ranger third. America's Samarta's fourth. Then to the outside, Coal Miner's Son needs to get a rally going. Toward the inside, an Admiral Jimmy with Aristeles at the back as they run to the top of the stretch. 5/16 away. Here comes Downrange up to take the lead. Oxbro fighting on second. Admiral Jimmy, he's in the hunt today from third. Back to fourth in Seba's Ranger, then Coal Miner's Son. 3 quarters, 1:11 and 2. They're at the top of the stretch. Downrange takes the lead and opens up. Leads now by 2. If there's a danger, it's a long shot in Admiral Jimmy, who's a serious danger on the outside. As Downrange fights to hold it, Admiral Jimmy powers past. Oxbro back for more for second. The upset is on. Admiral Jimmy at 25-1. Second Oxbro, third Downrange, then Aristeles at 137 and 4.
Back-to-back odds-on favorites go up in smoke as number 6, Downrange, made the lead, but was run down by a super bomb in Admiral Jimmy, who reverses his form big time to get a 25-1 surprise under jockey Marcos Meneses for Michael Arrieta and owner Alina Arocha. We moved out of the 5th race of the day, the start of today's Rainbow 6. 6.5 furlongs of the journey. Claimers in for $25,000. Scratch the 5, Aurora Princess. 8 to the gate. This was a wide-open betting race.
And they're off. Great start out wide for Mo Beautiful, who heads off for the yearly lead from Trap Me Later, who's away with speed. Away in third is Memorize. In between horses, Whip Me Into Shape, Galileo's Affair, and Super Duper Girl both tap on the brakes. Tayana's next toward the rail. The trailer is Cotton to Ya. Down the backstretch they go. Loose up top, Mo Beautiful and Nick Juarez call the shots with a 1.5 length lead. Trap Me Later is second. Whip Me Into Shape is 3 wide and a joint third. Tayana's at the rail for Raul Mena. Then in between horses is Memorized, 2 better than Cotton to Ya, who begins to improve. She gets around Super Duper Girl. Galileo's Affair is at the back. 22 and 4 for the opening quarter speed, less than 3 furlongs to go. Mo Beautiful held together up front, leads the way 3 parts of a length. On the outside in second is Trap Me Later, 3 wide. Whip Me Into Shape begins to put it into high gear. From the back in Cotton to Ya, Tayana begins to retreat, Memorized between horses. 3 back to the rail and Galileo's Affair, and they're at the top of the stretch. They went 46 and 2 for the opening half mile. Mo Beautiful has the lead off the turn and kicks away by 2. Whip out on Whip Me Into Shape to try to bridge the gap second. Well clear of the others, led by Cotton to Ya. Final 1/8 of a mile. Mo Beautiful needs a 16th more. Still has a 1.5 length lead. Second is Whip Me Into Shape, but at 8-1, Mo Beautiful in front. Whip Me Into Shape second, Cotton to Ya third, then Galileo's Affair and Memorize.
Number 8, Mo Beautiful, was so good when winning her career debut a few starts ago, but had been dull since that race. She puts it all back together again today and gets the victory at 8-1 under jockey Nick Juarez, for Joe Orsino and owner Randall Hartley. 7, Whip Me Into Shape was second. 4, Cotton to Ya ran third. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, the late pick 5, right after this.
And Ghost Zipper is pulling away. Ghost Zipper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Ghost Zipper kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
Back now for race number 6 on the program. The start of the late pick 5. Maiden claimers over the main track at 5 furlongs. Price tag $12,500. Scratch the 4, 6, 7, 15, and 16. Off-time favorites included 8, Rocky's Buckaroo, and 13, Duke of Miami.
And they're off. I'm a Wrecking Ball check to last, and Rocky's Buckaroo steadied to second last. Good start for Crest of Eden, who goes out for the early lead. From War Agent on the outside in second. Swami Genius comes away racing in third. The Duke of Miami is next, then Weaponized. Far outside and getting going again is I'm a Wrecking Ball, racing ahead of Shidoshi. Then down at the inside are Monaco. From between, it's Jingle Bells, out wide Resistance Jack. And after getting shuffled at the start, Rocky's Buckaroo is last. Around the far turn they go and approaching the top of the stretch. 22 and 3 for the opening quarter speed. Here comes the Duke of Miami, 3 wide, and after the leader, War Agent. Crest of Eden battles on. I'm a Wrecking Ball, widest of all. 1.5 back to Swami Genius, then Shidoshi, and they're at the top of the stretch. Carlos Lugo sets down Duke of Miami, and the Duke kicks away now to lead by 3. I'm a Wrecking Ball at 90-1, up into second. Crest of Eden is third. Late run from Shidoshi outside of War Agent to the finish. Duke of Miami, an easy winner. I'm a Wrecking Ball places up your exacta second. Crest of Eden was third and 58 and 4.
Strictly speaking, number 13, Duke of Miami, had a significant edge when the race was moved to the main track. As he was a main track only with very good dirt form, he breaks through in a big way under jockey Carlos Lugo for Pedro Castillo and the Northwest Stud Stables. How about a 90-1 bomber? Number 12, I'm a Wrecking Ball, wrecked some exactas while second, ahead of number 3, Crest of Eden, who ran third. To the 7th race now in the start of the late pick 4. Maidens at 5.5 furlongs. Special weight runners racing for $47,000. 9 went postward. This was a wide open betting race.
And they're off. Excellent beginning for Faith. Flies again, who heads off for the early leads. On the inside and quickly up to take over is Cat's Astray. And it's the newcomer, Cat's Astray, to lead the field. Up on the outside, CC's Cup of Tea is now second. From Go-Go Jack, who's away in third. Introspective is parked in fourth. Then back to the outside, Bring Joy takes over fifth. Around the sharp starting, Faith flies again. On the far outside goes Tri Delta Bay. The 2 at the back are Grand Tap and Vita Tropical. 22 seconds for a robust opening quarter speed. The leader is CC's Cup Cup of Tea now by 2. Second, Cat's Astray. Third is Introspective. Ridden fourth, Bring Joy. Up on the outside and coming on a bit is Tri Delta Bay. From the back end, Grand Tap. In between horses, Faith Flies again, and they're at the top of the stretch. CC's Cup of Tea off the turn with a lead. Up into second now is Bring Joy. Into the center, Grand Tap with a late run. In between horses, Introspective. Final eighth of a mile. CC's Cup of Tea trying to stay to her task. She leads by 3. Bring Joy fully stretched, trying to gain ground second. CC's Cup of Tea is clear. CC's Cup of Tea in front. Bring Joy second, Grand Tap third, Faith Flies again fourth, and Introspective at 105 and 2.
Number 9, CC's Cup of Tea makes her second career start, a winning one. She shows sharp speed again today and went all the way under Miguel Vasquez, the trainer David Brady, and owner George Kerr. 4, Bring Joy was second. Long shot 5, Grand Tap ran third. To the 8th race now on the start of the late pick 3, off the turf, main track at 5 furlongs. Claimers in for $10,000. Scratch the 2, 3, 6, 12, and 14. This was a wide open betting race.
And they're off. Blowing the start was Fuzzy Irish Rascal. The rest were away cleanly. Steel Grit, one of the first to begin. Up on the inside, Shim has speed. Far outside, City Rock's going to get hung 5 wide. Andrew the Bull is there with Crimson Spade as they fly around the far turn. Here comes City Rock and Chuck Lopez on the far outside to put a neck in front. Crimson Spade is right alongside second. Back to third, Steel Grit. Back to fourth is Andrew the Bull. Then Shim and White Smoke ahead of Ready with Honor. Outside, Moonstricking and City Rather. The trailer is Fuzzy Irish Rascal as they run to the top of the stretch. There's a quarter of a mile left to go, and up front, Crimson Spade held together nicely by Montalvo. Turns first with the lead. On the outside, City Rock is still second. Far outside, Shim gets started. Steel Grit is next. Sneaking through is Fuzzy Irish Rascal. Andrew the Bull over the top. Shim now strides to a clear advantage. It's Shim moving away. Here's Fuzzy Irish Rascal to try to get into second alongside Andrew the Bull, then Crimson Spade. It's Shim in front. Andrew the Bull second, Fuzzy Irish Rascal third, then Crimson Spade and City Rock in 59 and 2.
Number 4, Shim shakes free off the top of the turn and kicks on to win it under jockey Sammy Camacho for trainer Larry Pilati and the Pedigree Partners. 7, Andrew the Bull up for second ahead of the 11, Fuzzy Irish Rascal, who blew the start but rallied well to get up for third. Time for a commercial break. Still to come, the Friday feature. Allowance horses right after this.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success from the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park. Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Back now for race number 9 on the card. 6.5 furlongs the journey. An allowance optional claiming event. Price tag here is $16,000. Scratch the 4, Minute Madness. A field of 7. Favorite was the 5, Scam.
And they're off. From the rail, Mr. Kisses blasts out to take a clear advantage from Baba Toby, who moves to be second. Red Crescent alongside. Fog Warning on the far outside. Then back to Scam and Tell Me His Story. And the early trailer is the best candy. Panici's got him stacked and packed on Mr. Kisses, who has the lead. Out wide, Fog Warning moves to be second. In between horses, Red Crescent. Also right there is Scam. Tell Me His Story is parked at the rail in the black and pink. Second last, the best candy, and Baba Toby, who broke with the leaders, has been shuffled to last behind a 23-second opening quarter. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Mr. Kisses still has the lead. He got a soft opening quarter speed and leads the way with 3 furlongs to run. Fog Warning on the outside is second. Here comes Scam, and Scam, the veteran, now starts to put his mind to business, third and honing in. Then back to Tell Me His Story and Red Crescent ahead of the best candy. Baba Toby yet to re-rally with a quarter of a mile left to go. With the advantage, Mr. Kisses through a 45 2/2 mile, sharp and off the turn, leading by a length. Scam continues to run at him from second. Red Crescent set down for the drive. He's now up into third, then Baba Toby. Final 1/8 of a mile, trying to get to the leader, Mr. Kisses, and Mr. Kisses is strong up front. Battles for second as Scam will hold off Red Crescent. Mr. Kisses all the way. Scam was second, Red Crescent third, Baba Toby fourth, then Fog Warning, 1:15 and 4.
Number 1, Mr. Kisses secures a very easy lead and proves his last race was no fluke as he went gate to wire under jockey Luca Panici at a generous 7-2 for trainer Barry Croft and owner Ed Frady. Second, number 5, Scam ahead of number 3, Red Crescent, who ran third. To the 10th and final race of the afternoon, off the turf at 1 mile over the main track. Maiden claimers in for $20,000. Scratch the 10, 12, 14, and 16. This ended up being a wide open betting race.
And runners away. Centaur in the center, Country Strong, reaches out to try to get the early lead. At the rail, Not Nice is showing speed. In between horses, Crystal Avalanche not far away as they link up with the main course. Pray, Pray, Pray makes it a party. 4 horses across the course, make it 5 now as Chastity joins that vanguard. 2.5 back to Katie Faluna, who works 3 better than Miha Bella. Sunfest is next, Rosetta's Gift between horses. At the rail, it's Ashley's Rose ahead of Lloydley. Crespacula's at the back through a sharp opening quarter of 23 and 2. Down the backstretch they go, and Jose Bautista and Not Nice lead the way, but they've been hard-pressed to get there. Second is Pray, 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 Crystal Avalanche, 3 wide third. 4 wide is Chastity from fourth, then comes Country Strong and Katie Faluna. Miha Bella is next, around Sunfest, and then Rosetta's Gift. 2 back to Ashley's Rose ahead of Lloydley, and Crespacula is still last through a 46-2 opening half mile. Pace of plenty with less than 3/8 of a mile to move. With the lead, Crystal Avalanche immediately tackled by Chastity. Country Strong tries a rebid. Miha Bella has horse, but will have to decide where she wants to go. They're trying to knife between horses, Miha Bella. She's up into a joint second. Running on her back is Lloydley, and they're at the top of the stretch. 3/4, 112 and 3 into the drive they run. Chastity has the lead. Miha Bella under a full head of steam now under jockey Romero Mirage, and she blows by. Miha Bella left alone at the windows at 15-1, and she's kicking away with authority. It's Miha Bella for Pat Biancone and DP Racing. Easily in the finale, they won by 5. Second, long shot Lloydley. Close third, Chastity might have held on over Country Strong and Ashley's Rose.
Hard to imagine that number 15, Miha Bella, went off at 15-1. She was 7-2 on the morning line and looked that part as she was dropping out of maiden special weight company. She got forgot about by the betting public, and she rolled home for the victory. Long sustained run from the back under Romero Mirage for Patrick Biancone and DP Racing. Up for second was 9, Lloydley, at a huge price ahead of number 8, Chastity, who ran third. Country Strong completes the super. No winners in the Rainbow Six jackpot pool, so we'll have a carryover into Saturday's card. More than $500,000.
And that wraps up Friday's card. We're back here on Saturday. 12 race card, first race post, 12:45. Couple of stakes races for you. The Coping Away, 1 mile and 1/2 on the turf. And for the fillies going 7 furlongs, the Added Elegance. Going to be a great day. Boy, you got to be at Gulfstream Park.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.